Let's talk about sugar, baby. How y'all doing tonight? I think we're on day 17. It was day 17 was to include my favorite kitchen gadget, but I'm gonna do that one tomorrow. I think since I'll be in the kitchen cooking, so you'll be able to see my favorite kitchen gadget as I use it. I figured that would be a better alternative than me doing it today when someone asked me about sugary drinks earlier today. So I decided, why not go and tell you about the top 10 sugary drinks. There are actually 50 on the website Eat This Not That. I get a lot of my information from there. It gives me alternatives to things that I love to eat that will help me to get things that I like to eat better, that are healthier for me. So it's time for me to drink my detox tea, guys. I forgot to drink it earlier. This is my detox tea. This is the instant with soluble fiber. Remember we talked about that? And this is immunity. It has turmeric in it, helps to boost your overall health. So you'll get to see me using this. But I want to share with you tonight just the top 10 drinks that contain more sugar than an actual Hershey bar. Remember, we discussed that women should only have 6 teaspoons, which is this, 6 teaspoons of sugar per day, and men should have 9 teaspoons of sugar per day. So over-consuming sugar can lead to diabetes, pre-diabetes, can cause inflammation and cardiovascular disease. So if your joints are aching and you're having a hard time getting up and you're saying, I have arthritis, I have, what do people say? Bursitis and different things like that, and your hips ache and your arms and your fingers, a lot of it is inflammation, and CBD will help get rid of inflammation. So if you're having problems with CBD, a lot of it is your nutrition, guys, and we have to really hone in on our nutrition. It's not the medicines, they're not going to cure us. It's the nutrition that's going to cure us. I'm bad. I mean, I make some bad choices too. I'm not going to lie. I have someone that I consult about what I eat. But when people ask me, and I feel like, okay, if you're asking me, then someone else may have the same question. Sorry about this, guys. Sorry about that. I forgot to turn on that light. Some people may have the same question. So I wanted to come to give you just a few tips of different things that you can do versus drinking these drinks. So number 10, a lot of people think this is the worst one, and it's not. And the number 1 drink shocked me because this was my favorite drink. And I'll tell you a story about it. When I was smoking and drinking, smoking weed, smoking cigarettes, and drinking sodas. Every Friday night when I would get off of work, because this was when I was working at IBM, very stressful job. Every Friday I would tell, at that time I was dating my ex-husband, don't come over here on Fridays. Fridays are my day. I'm going to be on the couch. I'm going to have my drink, my soda. I'm going to have my weed, and I'm going to have my cigarettes. He knew, don't come over here. Don't bother me. This is what I'm going to do. Thank God I've been delivered. But that's what I did, and I'm being transparent. That's who I was. That's not who I am now. But the number 10 drink is a Mountain Dew. I thought that was the worst one of all, but it's not. It's a Mountain Dew. A 12-ounce Mountain Dew has 170 calories. It has 60 milligrams of sodium, 40 grams of carbs, 46 grams of sugar. Okay, for every teaspoon, that's 4.2 grams. So it has 10.9 teaspoons. So it has 10 of these little things right here, these little teaspoons right here, in 12 ounces of nothing but pure sugar when you drink a 12-ounce Mountain Dew. So you think about it when you're drinking these 22-ounce sodas, or you're drinking a 32-ounce soda. If you're drinking a 32-ounce soda, that's almost 30 of these little jokers. I mean, I'm just saying, I haven't done the math, but 12 times 3 is 36. So if you got 36 ounce, that'll be what? 30 teaspoons. So, man, that's a lot. That's 30 teaspoons in one drink. And if you're drinking it over the course of the day, because I know one lady that worked with me at Verizon, that's all she drank all day long was Mountain Dew. So she was consuming a lot of sugar, far more sugar than she should have been. A Yahoo is 15.5 ounces, It has 11.1 teaspoons of sugar. Just giving you some ideas of what you're putting in your body. So when you're going into 2021, you say you're going to make these better choices about what you're eating. Also think about what you're drinking, because water is the best thing you can drink. It's odorless, colorless, and tasteless. Ginger beer. I've never had ginger beer, but I hear a lot of people love ginger beer. It has 11.4 teaspoons. It has 48 grams of sugar. I was going to get as many teaspoons as I could around here, but I was like, no, then I got to wash them all. And I ain't getting ready to do that tonight. But ginger beer has 48 grams of sugar. Okay, a milkshake. Just a regular milkshake, 11-ounce milkshake, has 13 teaspoons. That's 55 grams of sugar. A Frappuccino, a 16-ounce Frappuccino. Hey, y'all, say hey, share my video, tell everybody about it. We're going to educate this community of ours, because we're going to get off some of these pills for real. So a Frappuccino, when you go to Starbucks or you go to Dunkin' Donuts and you get a Frappuccino, it has 57 carbs, 15 grams of fat, 9 grams of saturated fat, 230 milligrams of sodium, 370 calories, 13 teaspoons of sugar. For real. That's a Frappuccino. Number 5 is a frappe, just a small frappe. It's 420 calories, 18 grams of fat, 11 grams of saturated fat, 125 milligrams of sodium, 60 carbs, 55 grams of sugar. Again, 13 teaspoons of sugar. You remember those Hi-C drinks that we used to drink as kids? The Hi-C orange drink? They're still around. I give them to Ryan. She won't be getting any more. But it has actually 220 calories, 50 milligrams of sodium, 56 carbs, no fiber, 56 grams of sugar, no protein, 13 teaspoons of sugar. 13.3 teaspoons of sugar. We talked about Naked Juice. I think it was Saturday night. What's the day? Wednesday? Yeah, Saturday night we talked about Naked Juice. And I told you a lot of people think Naked Juice is good because it's made out of vegetables and everything. Naked Juice has 13.5 teaspoons of sugar, which equals 57 grams of sugar. So when you go and you're looking at the food labels and you're reading the nutritional labels, remember for every gram, 55 grams is 4.2 grams equals 1 teaspoon. So do the math when you're looking at your nutritional labels, when you're making your selections in the grocery store. Someone said, I just don't know how to read the food labels. I don't know how to compute these grams into something that I can actually relate to. So I went, did the grams, and did it to a teaspoon. So you'll know I can have a physical thing for you to see what it is. And I guess I should have put 13 things of sugar in here so you can really see what it was like. But that's the Naked Juice. It's 13.5 teaspoons per bottle. I'm not sure how many ounces are in the bottle. It just says per bottle. The Sobe drinks, I've never had one of these. It's 20 ounces. 250 calories, no fat, no saturated fat, 20 milligrams of sodium, 64 carbs, no fiber, 63 grams of sugar, which is 15 teaspoons. So if you're drinking those Sobes, you're drinking 15 teaspoons when you're drinking a 20-ounce Sobe. And this one right here is the number 1. And this was my favorite drink, y'all. Remember I just told you I was drinking, sitting on my couch. I've never been a drinker. So anybody that tells you I was a drinker is telling you a lie. I've never been a drinker. I tried that in college. I wasn't very good at that, but I was always a smoker. That's just who I was. But a Dr. Pepper that was my absolute favorite drink. Drinking a Dr. Pepper and smoking a cigarette. That was it. 250 calories, no fat, no saturated fat, 100 milligrams of sodium, 66 carbs, no fiber, 64 grams of sugar. And that is 15.2 teaspoons of sugar in that 12-ounce Dr. Pepper. And I never just had 12 ounces. Let's be real about it. And the thing about it is over-consuming sugar, not only does it cause you to be pre-diabetic, does it cause you to have inflammation, it also causes you to store fat, belly fat, that you can't get rid of. So when you see someone that's drinking sodas a lot and they're saying, I really want to get rid of my belly, and a lot of people come to me and say, I don't want to lose my butt, I want to lose my belly. But they don't want to give up and make any other additional food choices to make that belly go away. And a lot of it has to do with what we're drinking. We drink our calories. Y'all, and I'm not coming to you to say, you got to do this, you got to do that. I'm coming to educate and to let you know, because I didn't understand this. I really didn't. I didn't understand. And I had an aunt that would try and teach me, but the way in which she taught me, I thought that she was just being negative. That was my mindset. That's how I thought. I'm just being real. I didn't think she wanted me to actually enjoy anything in life, but that wasn't it. She wanted me to be able to enjoy life, but she wanted me to be able to enjoy it differently. And I thought she was just being mean, and that wasn't it at all. She was saying, stop drinking your calories. You have liquid calories. Everything you're eating is liquid calories. She said those are empty calories that you're putting in your body that's not going to satisfy any of your nutritional needs. One, I didn't think she knew what she was talking about, because when you're in your early 20s, you think that you know everything. No one else knows anything because they're old, but that wasn't it. She was really trying to educate me, but me being who I was and not wanting to change, I wasn't receptive to the information. And I know there may be a lot of people here that aren't being receptive to the information, but when people come to me and ask me questions and say they don't know how to read a food label, and they really do need to know how to read a food label because they are having some health challenges, and they come to me, I know it's not just them. I know it's more people that also do not understand how to read a food label and how to compute these grams into teaspoons of something that's physical that you can see. So I wanted to come and share with you these top 10, but there are 50 drinks that we shouldn't drink. And the 50th one is Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid has the least amount of sugar. And you would think, oh, Kool-Aid, we drank Kool-Aid, we poured all this sugar in it. But that's the one that's already pre-made that doesn't have as much sugar in it. Kool-Aid, and then I think the next one was hot chocolate, and then chocolate milk. Those are the three least, with the least amount of sugar. But these top 10, like I said, the Dr. Pepper was number 1. What was number 2? Number 2 is Sorbet. Number 1, Dr. Pepper has 15.2 teaspoons of sugar, which equates to 64 grams. Number 2 is Sorbet. It has 15 teaspoons with 63 grams of sugar. Number 3, that is Naked Juice. We talked about that the other day. It has 13.5 teaspoons, 57 grams of sugar. High C is 13.3 teaspoons that is 56 grams of sugar. Number 5 is the Small Frappe, 13 teaspoons, 55 grams of sugar. Number 6 is a Frappuccino, is 13 teaspoons, 55 grams of sugar. A milkshake is 55 grams of sugar, 13 teaspoons. A ginger beer is 48 grams with 11.4 teaspoons of sugar. Yahoo, you remember the Yahoo drinks? They are 15.5 ounces. They have 47 grams of sugar, 11.1 teaspoons. And a Mountain Dew is 10.9 teaspoons, 46 grams of sugar. So those are the top 10 worst drinks that we could have for our health. It's just, if you want to see what the alternatives are, it's water, unsweet tea, those things we don't like. Oh, also detox tea. But because water is odorless, colorless, and tasteless, and a lot of people don't like it, just drop some lemon in it. Infuse it with fruit. You can do a lot of things to infuse your water to give it a different flavor that'll make it healthier than what these drinks are. Remember, we talked about sodium. We talked about sugars. We have to really pay attention to these things in the foods that we eat. Even frozen string beans have 2 grams of sugar. Like, really. Like, you're going to put sugar in string beans, and you don't know when you're drinking these things how much sugar you're consuming. And then you're trying to get your health in check. You're going to the doctor. You're saying, well, no, I'm not doing this. I drank 1 Mountain Dew, or I drank 1 ginger beer. I only drink 1 a day. But look at how much sugar you're putting in your body, and you're not supposed to be consuming. If you're a woman, you're not supposed to consume over 6 teaspoons. And a man, you're not supposed to consume over 9 teaspoons. So get this information from Eat This, Not That. So feel free to go and check it out. I'll go into sodium intake. We'll go and look at all of that. My trainer, Kelvin Jones, I think Kelvin was up here. Hey, Kelvin. He talks about sodium a lot and talks to us about sodium and tells us, how do we need to make sure that we keep it under, I think it's like 2,400 milligrams. I have to go back and look at my notes of sodium per day. And guys, really and truthfully, a lot of these drinks have sodium. Mountain Dew has 60 milligrams of sodium. Yahoo, it has 330 milligrams of sodium. Ginger beer has 10 milligrams of sodium. A milkshake has 297 milligrams of sodium. A Frappuccino has 230 milligrams of sodium. A frappe has 125 milligrams of sodium. High C has 50 milligrams of sodium. Naked juice, it has 20 milligrams of sodium. The sorbet drinks, it has 20 milligrams of sodium. Dr. Pepper has 100 milligrams of sodium. So when you're trying to cut back on your sodium and cut back on your salt and get your high blood pressure under check, think about what you're drinking. You could be drinking that too. So I just wanted to come and share with you about sugar and these sugary drinks. And Mexico is now making a law that children under the age 18 and under aren't allowed to come in the store to buy sodas because of the sugar intake, and they consider it liquid poison, and because of the obesity rate in their country. So we have to start taking our lives back from these companies, because all they care about is the money. All they care about is the money. When you talk about the love of money is the root to all evil, you need to look at these corporations. It's not us. You need to look at these corporations. They pump us with this. And then when we get addicted to it, just like opioids, sugar, you can get addicted to one of these sugary drinks. It's the same thing. It's just the perpetual cycle that we're in. And we have to break the cycle. No one's going to break the cycle for us. It's up to us to break the cycle. So guys, I just want to give you that. So remember those top 10 drinks when you're going to make your selections. Remember water, unsweet tea, coffee, and not with all those additives in your coffee. Detox tea. Here you go. Tastes like Tang and tea. Well, anyway, y'all have a great night. I'm going to go and consume this, make a couple of phone calls, do some more research for tomorrow. Remember, I don't need a reason to hate you, so I certainly need a reason to love you. I love each and every one of you. Have an awesome and amazing night. Good night.